Now a throw here, hauled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They run the counter. Cottrell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
A gain of 5.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man winning coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw is Jackson. Rolling to his right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll get this complete to Batson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's caught by Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
His kick is
This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
36.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Complete.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
To number 81.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 6-0 our score after 1. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They run the counter. Cottrell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
1st and goal.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. Touchdown. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Titans 6. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Mike 53. Hey. Mike 53. 50. Check pass. Shift.
Tracking 60.
53's the Mike.
They go play action with Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
53's the Mike.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught inside
that's the
20.
way to run it, boy.
Touchdown, Titans. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Jaguars set.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
The pass.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And his pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Cottrell. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
31-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As you watch that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And that's just enough to get it done.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Mike 53, you're not ready.
They go play action now. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
27 more yards.
A very solid gain of 27. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. They'll roll him out right. Rolling to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Switch.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the gun, Jackson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Leads to 2nd and
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. He's coming. We got double up. 19 right. Check smash.
Off the play fake. Jackson got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
19. Jaguars 10.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. They'll try and run it in with Henry, and he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they hit. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
And a Jaguar first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Check 50.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
4th down.
He's coming, double up. Slam. You got tight. You got go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Off-play action. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle to Smith. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
38-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10.
Here's Jackson. Off play action. This is caught. Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice game. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
they'll give Henry another shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Titans 34, Jaguars 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let him know, let him know.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
41. Jaguars 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Bang, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Bang, bang.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
85. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
21-yard line.
Rolling to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down. back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, Mike, 18.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over
on 4th down. That turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check. 19, Tiger.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Check. We got motion. Back up.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
41. Jaguars 25. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Jacksonville.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Switch.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Batson. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
They go play action with Jackson. Going deep here for one. That's caught inside the 20.
Is that it?
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Off the option, that's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
49.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards of first down.
First down.
Switch, switch. Watch me, Lion. Twist.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check. Fresno.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all